Morning everyone, welcome to a very wet and muddy strawberry fields in Kent. Just one fish today, 23.5 pound, but this is my review of my new Venture Razor Duo Bivvy. Got this delivered this week actually from Eric's Angling. Bit of a nightmare with the delivery, but Eric sorted it out, even offered to pay for me to drive up to pick it up from Leeds. However, just hung around, waited, finally turned up. So big thumbs up from Eric's Angling. So the Venture Razor Duo, not much available yet on the internet, just that one video from Eric's themselves, but this is fully independent, got no ties to anybody. So here's the bivvy. Dead simple to go up, never put it up before, put it up in the dark, in the wind, in the rain, in the mud. First time, no issues. So pretty standard features these days. Got the rear vent, yeah, frame support system, which I've come out of a Aqua M3 frame support system on this material. It's all just as good, if not better, than the M3. Material itself probably isn't as thick, but the bivvy, when packed down in the bag, I'm surprised at just how small it is. It's a lot smaller than the M3. It also felt a lot lighter than the M3. So, key features that I like on this bivvy: the door seems wider than an M3. Don't know if you can see that, but certainly feels a bit wider, and the peak actually works. So I mean, we've had bouncing rain last night and the peak didn't let anything through, kept the door open like that. Obviously you've got your windows, I don't need to open them up, but they're fully zipped in, fully enclosed. Where you've got your zips for the system, you've also got a drainage pipe here, and that clips over there to stop any water ingress through the zip. All in all, very good. Plenty of headroom coming out, so I'm not banging my head anymore when I actually come out of the bivvy. Moving inside, I don't know if you'll be able to see because it's quite dark. I've got a Nash SS4 wide buoy in there. Okay, and you can see, excuse the mess, but I am here for a week. I've got plenty of room. The bed chair goes right to the back. I could have it even further back if I wanted, so there'd be no gap between the back of the bed chair and the bivvy. But I've also got all this room at the front. This is another chair that I've got. You can see there is stacks and stacks of room. Literally stacks of room. I'd say a metre, just over a metre. I'm 6'2", 22 stone. I can quite comfortably sit on the guest chair and still have my feet inside the bivvy with the door shut and be comfortable. And I don't think the bivvy's footprint is actually any bigger than an M3. I don't know, let's have another look, see what you think. Okay, I mean, I've had no condensation at all with the inner mesh. That's clipped in, if you can see it. That clips in very securely, it's not flapping about. I mean, we had 70-mile-an-hour wind last night with driving rain. It was fully zipped up from about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No condensation whatsoever. Unbelievably warm for the time of year. I don't know whether that's just the weather or what, but I just slept under the air shroud last night, which again is another great piece of kit. You've got plenty of rod support on there. Presume they're just for if you're using it without the peak on, but why you'd never want to use a peak, I don't know. So you've got 4 at the front. You've also got 2 at the rear if you wanted to use them. I don't. That's that. Okay, so a couple of bad points about the Bivvy. What I don't like, or what I'd like to see, is maybe another frame support system here on the side to push this fronter out to get a bit more tension on here, maybe there. So I could buy that, and I'd also like a couple of pegging points down there. I don't understand why there isn't any down there. I mean, I'm nitpicking, but I'd like to see some frame support systems around there and pegging points. What I'd also like, and again it's just me, maybe it's because I set it up in the dark and I've never used a Bivvy with a ground sheet that goes in after the main Bivvy, I would personally like to put the ground sheet down first. To get it to fit properly was a nightmare. I was crawling around in mud and shit. It was up to my eyeballs in it. In the end I just gave up. I mean, it's in, but it's not perfect. But not a major problem. So there you go. Calling in from a wet, windy, muddy strawberry fields in search of hashtag target UK 60. King seagulls, they get everywhere. If you've never been down to strawberry fields, it's definitely worth a look. Just give you a quick look around the lake, quick. So my baits, I caught my fish yesterday from about there, just off that tree. I've got another bait about here. Let's hope no one comes in that swim there, otherwise I'm going to have to move that rod. And then I've got this rod just there, where you can see that pipe is just trickling water in. Strawberry Field's not a very big fishery. That's Bailiff's swim. I think the bailiff has just rocked up. It's not a very big fishery, but we've got one confirmed 60 in, possibly another fish to go 60. It's not been out for a long time. It's been out once this year at £58, I believe. That's wart. Plenty of wildlife here, and Len, the owner, it's either a love or hate thing with Len. You either love him or you hate him. He's done plenty of fishing. They're his fish, therefore they're his rules. You know, and people get on the forums and slate him, but they're his fish, they're his rules. And, you know, if you break them, he chucks you off. Simple as that. You know the rules before you come. There's no excuse. So there you go. Strawberry Fields and the Venture Razor Duo in the mud. First time out. Gets a big thumbs up from me. See you guys.